Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are currently in Central Oregon, more specifically Redmond, Oregon, and we came up for the weekend to visit family and friends, and now we're heading back home to Boise, Idaho. And along the way, we'll first stop at Beulah Hot Springs, which is at Beulah Reservoir above Juntura, Oregon, in eastern Oregon. And then we'll be hitting what they call Juntura Hot Springs, which is just east of Juntura. And we're going to see if we can put in a good soak at each. We've never been to Beulah. We went looking for it once and didn't find it. Went back to the drawing board, looked up GPS locations, and I think we got it. And we've been to Juntura 100 times. So we're going to do that on the drive home. So stay tuned, and we'll talk to you when we get to Beulah. We have made it to Beulah Hot Springs at the Beulah Reservoir near Juntura, Oregon. And my book says that this hot springs wasn't going to last much longer. And it is in disarray. I don't know if this will come through on the camera, but that is disgusting. There used to be a shack here. The shack has since fallen over, and this has not been maintained in the slightest bit. The creek runs down there. We're still exploring the area, but at one point this was probably pretty cool with a soaking tub here, but it is in disarray right now. And here is the source pond. It's hot water, but as you can see, we've got some serious growth of something in there, some sort of organism. Christina thinks it might be red algae, but it's bubbling up from underneath. The hot water is bubbling up, and then there's a stream that puts it down to that pool, or that tub, I mean, that's in serious shambles, for lack of better terms. So there's not going to be much of a soak in that tub, and there's not going to be a soak in this. So we're doing a little bit of exploring, and we came across this creek here, and warm water is bubbling up from underneath. However, it's mixing with the creek, and I still don't have a water thermometer. My guess is that it's probably in the 70s or something, as far as temperature goes, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. But that's just my best guess. Nonetheless, there's potential here. It's just we're out in the middle of nowhere, and nobody comes here anymore. I don't know if we ever will come here again. This place had potential, but just nothing quite here for a soak. And Christina is off scoping it out. So we are done here at Beulah Hot Springs. There's not much of a hot springs left. There is hot water all around here. It's just there's no natural soaking pools, so then something man-made needs to be crafted. We don't have the time, resources, or anything, and it looks like nobody else does either. So back in its day, it may have been a nice soak. Anymore, it's just a remnant of what it used to be. But we came and we saw it. You don't know till you go, and we're happy we went. It's beautiful country out here, all sorts of wildlife. Just in that little warm creek, there's fish, tadpoles, dragonflies, birds. Christina saw a beautiful crane. So now we're just heading back to the car, and we're gonna hit Juntura Hot Springs now. And we've been there 100 times, so we know what we're getting into with that one. So stay tuned. So we were driving down the dirt road, heading back to the highway, and we came across this boulder, and it just looks like it needs to be climbed. So we went to climb that rock, but it is covered in broken beer bottles. Come on, people, really? So we had to forfeit. Again, it's just covered in broken glass. We have forded the Malheur River and made it to the island in the middle of the river that is home to Juntura Hot Springs.
And all these motherfucking guys.
We have made it. It is the biggest hot springs pool I've ever been in. Decently deep. Christina just jumps right in.
Decently hot.
Doesn't test feel first.
Burn up the fall.
But we made it. Now we call these the lower pools at Juntura Hot Springs. They mix with the river. And hottest, hotter, just right.
River.
And Malheur River.
But look at all the fish and the snake.
Yeah,
Shoot, he's looking up.
You're not going to be able to see this on my camera, but there are little fish in the pool, only about that big, 4 or 5 inches. But there's a snake, gosh, probably 3 feet long, and he's trying to catch himself a fish in there. I wish you could see.
Kind of got yellow striping.
There he is right there, but I doubt that it'll turn out on the camera. Needless to say, I'm with Christina on this one. Don't feel like soaking with a snake, so we're not getting in this pool. We just got done at Juntura Hot Springs. We had to forge the Malheur River, and that was quite the experience. Christina ended up nicking her knee. I almost fell down 100 times because my sandals are kind of junky right now, need some new ones. But you saw Juntura. It's pretty cool hot springs, really hot and really deep, or big, I mean, and it's just the right depth. So now we're done with that. We saw Beulah and we sat in Juntura, and now we're just heading home. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.